Hello, everyone. This week's Tarot Look Ahead for Creatives is going to tell us all to grow up emotionally with our creative pursuits. Are you feeling that pesky imposter syndrome? Or maybe we're too dialed in on trying to make something perfect. Or better yet, we have this plan that is so grandiose that we run away from it instead of doing the thing. If this sounds like you, this reading is for you, and I welcome you in. I am Eric V, and this is House Fan Single. We do a week ahead tarot reading every Sunday, and I'm happy to have you here. If you're just checking us out, thank you. If you're coming back, triple thank you. Before we get into the spread, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here. This series is dialed in for people in creative spaces, storytellers, painters, artists of any kind. But I'd like to remind everybody that we're all creative. We all have potential. I think it's Pablo Picasso once quoted that we're all born artists. We just lose it along the way. When you're at work, you have to come up with creative solutions, whether you work at a body shop, if you work in an accounting firm with Excel spreadsheets, or if you work in real estate. There's always something that requires some imagination, some creativity. So I believe strongly that even the person, I'm not a creative person, I can't draw a stick figure. Drawing a stick figure is not the end all be all to being a creative person, I promise you. Let's take vocation out of it. I know leisure time is limited, but in those moments where you can do what you want to do, there are billions of creative outlets one can take. Journaling, poetry, drawing, painting, just sitting there with your imagination is a creative act. So if you're hesitant to keep watching a tarot spread for creative people, remind yourself you are a creative person. So let's get right into the spread. The first card drawn here is the Knight of Cups. The next one is the King of Cups. And then the Seven of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is the first card when I do these sort of things is going to kind of what's the block, what's going on. And when it shows up upright, there's a lot of energy to this card. You know, there's movement. You know, it's the horse moving from one end to the other. Knight of Cups. They're holding the chalice as they strut in. This is somebody walking forward in confidence and in imaginative pursuits. This is the creative card when I see it. Um, it has shown up for us in reverse this week, which indicates that we're going to see some of the shadow side of this, the reverse meanings, perhaps. But when the Knight of Cups is marching forth, they can sometimes be moody. And it's an indication that, yeah, this is great imagination and all, but it's unrealistic, right? So perhaps our block might be either the truth of whatever you're working on being an unrealistic goal, or you're telling yourself that this is just maybe too hard, or I can't do this. When we look at the King of Cups, this is a significant contrast. Mind you, we've got two cups in a row here. These are emotions, emotions, emotions. Remember when I said grow up emotionally, right? More on that later. I'm going to run this down just in a bit. The King of Cups is going to represent emotional balance or being emotionally regulated, the ability to regulate oneself as emotions come in, you feel them, they go away. Uh, Through the river of emotions that we all swim through every day, the King of Cups is able to regulate those, right? And they are able to do so with compassion. The king, the monarch here, is an authority figure. They have responsibilities, and they do so in a compassionate way. So what this is telling me is, be nice to yourself. I know it's easier said than done sometimes. Maybe you out there are really great at that, and high five if you are. But some of us struggle with that. We kind of, especially in the creative arts, we can kind of get down on ourselves and such. Look back at the Knight of Cups. I can't do this, right? The King of Cups is reminding us that we should have some compassion for ourselves, and that as emotions come in, we should feel them and let them do their thing and stay regulated. And then we get the pesky Seven of Swords coming out when this card shows up. One of two things when I see it. It is my imposter syndrome card. It's also I'm trying to get away with something card. Considering everything else showing up today, I'm being called to tell you that this is definitely imposter syndrome, right? How do we break free of all this? What's the block, the unrealistic and moodiness and all of that? What is the root of the problem? Lack of compassion. The how do we break free of all of this is the Seven of Swords, and it's kicking that imposter syndrome into the trash can. And it further emphasizes what I'm kind of thinking with the Knight of Cups, right? When we were first looking at this, the imagination being unrealistic, like, well, it could actually be unrealistic. But I truly believe that the Seven of Swords showing up, your goals aren't unrealistic. You just maybe think they are. And you might be getting emotions in of like fear. Are they going to like it? Is this going to be good enough? Do I have the talents for this? Am I skilled enough to make this happen? What is everybody going to think if it sucks? As creatives, the truth is we all think this at some point in time. I know I have. Putting it all together this week, the signal to me, what I'm being called to tell you, is to grow up emotionally. And that sounds harsh, okay? And what I really mean by this is your goals aren't realistic. You're telling yourself you can't do this. We're struggling with moodiness about, I want to do it one moment, I don't want to do it another moment. I'm compelled to share with you a little bit of advice on emotional regulation. If you're feeling the need not to do something, if you're feeling afraid or something, have that feeling come in and feel afraid, and then move forward. Once the feeling has moved through your body, or you've journaled about it, or done a number of different things to handle that sort of thing, move forward. You aren't an imposter. You can do this. You can do it. Now, some guy in the internet just told you you can do it. Fantastic. That solves my problem. I do have an activity for us this week. And no, it's not a journal. This week is going to be a letter. Yes. What I want everyone to consider, if this speaks to you, if this calls to you in any way, I would consider taking on the persona of the Knight of Cups, somebody who's trying to march forward with their imagination and their creativity, and they're feeling like it's just too much. Their vision is just too grandiose. It can't happen. And they're getting all cranky about it. They're going in and out of wanting to do it. Take yourself into that perspective. Maybe put the Knight of Cups on the one side of the paper, right? And on the other side, take your King of Cups and put that down. And maybe this is old fashioned with the letter thing, maybe a little text message exchange, right? Make the bloop noises as you write it out. But have the Knight of Cups write to the King of Cups. Have the Knight of Cups, who's feeling moody and unrealistic about things, write to somebody who is in balance and has compassion. Right? Tell them about your dream. Write it out in a letter, do the text thing, like I said. Tell them about your dream. What is the dream? What does it mean to hold it? What does it mean to have this dream, to see it fulfilled? Those are your two prompts for this letter or text exchange. What is the Knight of Cups dream? What is your dream through this lens? And what does it mean to hold on to it, to see it to fruition and have it? The cards are telling our inner artist to mature. They're telling us that we should not bail or ghost on our projects. We've got something we believe is worth doing, we should be doing it. We are not an imposter. We have the wisdom, we have the skills, we have the talent. Thanks for checking us out. I appreciate it. I do this every Sunday, and I'm so glad to do this for everyone. I hope it calls to you. I hope you find the activity worthwhile. If this is something that you're dealing with, I urge you, do the activity and comment and let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear about it. But if you want more on this, there's the liking and subscribing, all of those YouTube things. It's helpful for me. I'd appreciate if you do it. Subscribe, and you'll get a ping on Sunday when I post these sort of things. And there's all sorts of other rabbit holes to go into. But again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Blessed be.